hello, my people, and you are live, and we are live once again.
Amen.
Of course, it's a new week, and this is a Free Talk podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, you know who's talking. My name is Kingsley Oba, aka CYK, the richest. You know what it is?
Shit.
Okay, and of course, you know what we do here. We talk freely. No holds barred.
Yep.
We make it entertaining. We give you information and you learn. And of course, we not to know too much, Serena. We are not talking too much because we want to dive straight in. Dive in. I am not alone. I'm always with my right hand, general.
Period.
When she stands, everywhere shake.
Amen.
You can't talk anyhow.
Let him know now.
You have to come correct, and your sense has to be on point.
Tell him.
I'm talking about the one and only, the lady with the golden tone.
Amen.
The lady that has a fine face. The one that can make sense when you are talking nonsense. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the one and only Creamy.
My head was just swelling.
Okay. Oh my God. Oh, what's up? How you doing, Creamy, today?
Alpha, I miss you.
I know, miss you too.
Guys, he's owing me a drink.
Yep. Oh God.
He hasn't given me. He needs to pay.
Hey, Creamy, hold on. Your drink. I'm bringing the carton.
I'll call you out on Instagram.
I'll bring the carton.
To the needful. Thank you.
Okay, so today our traveler is not here because he has traveled again. So we are talking about toasting himself. So he'll be here next week.
Traveler.
He is a very busy man, but he'll be here next week. But we have a guest.
Yes.
Special. When I say we have a special guest.
Very special one.
She is not just an ordinary human being.
I know that's right.
She is a fantastic person.
That's right.
In fact, let me go through her profile because I have something, she was born in the DMV. Mm-hmm. She grew up in the DMV. Mm-hmm. So she's American. You know what I'm saying? You know what it is, that's British,
You have a blue passport.
She has a blue passport.
Yes.
For those of you, the young men out there. And she did her undergrad in New York City this is where when the degree heavy.
You will not know how you take colors.
Yes.
Okay.
And she got her MPH in DC.
Who got you?
I'm going to find out what MPH is. Don't worry, you tell me. And she's currently working in health research field in DC.
Period.
Ladies and gentlemen, please, can you help me and welcome the one and only Anu?
The beautiful Anu. To be
She fine.
Fine girl.
No, you fine.
Thank you so much.
I love your natural hair.
Thank you.
Oh my God.
It's a smile, no makeup.
Oh my God.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome
for having me. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So, first of all, what's MPH?
Oh, Masters of Public Health.
Huh?
Masters of Public Health.
Only master's degree. Oh God.
Now bring Hennessy, come. Some young men are watching this podcast, so please feel free if they reach out to us to say who's
we are going to put a handle on the
yes, so you can slide into the DM and be a responsible man. Because if not, as you are sliding in, you are
sliding out.
Slide out.
Yes. Exactly.
Anyway, so welcome once again to the Free Talk podcast. Thank you very much for your support. For those of you that have subscribed, thank you. Thank you for commenting, sending in telling us how well we're doing. We really enjoy it. And also would like to say, if you have not, if you're a first time viewer, please feel free to subscribe, send in your comments, and also follow us on our social media platform, on all our socials, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. Which other one?
Snapchat, TikTok,
Twitter, yes. Follow us on all
we're even on
socials.
Telegram.
Yes, that's Telegram. Things are happening though. Anyway, so thank you very much. And today, yet we have another very interesting topic.
Yes.
Very interesting topic.
Yes.
And, that's why we had Anu here, because today we are talking about talking stage, dating, and relationship.
Yeah.
So we're going to be talking about that. But before we do that, I saw a video during the week about a guy, it's a skit actually, about a guy who took this girl on a date. And in fact, let's just watch the video and give our reactions.
So tell me the truth. Are you in love with me? I mean, are you actually in love with me, or you're after my body?
I mean, it's obvious I'm not after love. I'm after your body.
Wait, are you serious right now?
Yes, now. We just met now. There's no way I can be in love with you in a matter of days. I saw you looking all gorgeous, and that's what attracted me. So it's your body.
Why are you saying it right to my face that you're after my body? How does that sound to you?
You said I should be honest with you. You said I should tell you the truth. Would you rather I lie to you? I can't lie to you.
That is not being honest. You're disrespectful. Yes.
Really?
Yes. After my body.
Telling it to your face makes it disrespectful.
Yes.
So where should I tell it to? Your leg? No, should I say it? Should I say it to your leg?
Do you know what? I'm done. Okay.
Are you serious? For real?
Yes.
Kasongo, yeah.
To you.
Mbali nanga.
Yeah, now.
Kasongo, mbona wewe. Songa libala. Oh, yeah.
You know what?
Kasongo, mbona wewe. Mbona wewe. Mbali nanga.
I love the fact that you're being honest.
As it should be.
Since we are being honest here,
Okay?
I want to tell you that I'm not also in love with you. I'm after your money.
Sir, no. You know these things. You're not street girl. Mama, chop food.
Thank you.
Just say more day they help each other. The next day they bring love. What they concern love for this matter now? No, they help ourselves. Let's just help each other. Don't be sick. Sorry, who want follow you? They do love you. Now what to you?
Okay. So now,
Okay.
because what do you think about our video? Because the guy they just met, and the guy took her out on a date, and the girl is asking, do you love me or you're just interested in my body? And he was like, be honest with me.
And he was honest.
Exactly. So, the honesty is great and everything. I think maybe she should have reworded instead of saying love, because obviously that's too soon. How can you?
No, but don't you think this is what some young ladies do these days?
Yeah, they want love, but on the first date, how do you expect someone to be in love with you on the first, second, or third date or something?
But a lot of young ladies, you hear them say things like that. Do you really love me or you're after my body? I don't even know you yet.
Yeah.
And then you're getting offended and you're like, oh, and now you're telling this guy to be honest. And I think most young ladies don't actually like, when they tell you to be honest, they actually don't want you to be honest.
So is it fair to say they should have said, do you like me?
Even the like, Seth. Even the like.
I feel like if they used the word like, it would have probably made it a little better, because you'd be like, oh, I could like you for, I don't know.
What about, I'm just getting to know you? If I take you out on a date.
So are you saying at the end of the day, men, when they take you out, they still just want you for your body?
Yes.
Yeah.
Is that the first thing that comes to your mind?
Yeah.
For your body?
That's why some people on the first day they smash. On the first day they smash.
So not even for like personality or your beauty or anything. It's
for your
intelligence.
Men chance the first day. That is what they want. So you are the one that will now.
That's right.
Create.
Men are easy.
Can we get to know ourselves first before?
So it's okay to say that an average man is shallow-minded when they meet a lady for the first time.
Well, the first thing they see is, I like what I see. So the date is, when we go on a date, is for us to get to talk. Let me hear you talk. Let me see where your mind space is. I want to know how intelligent you are. Are you cerebral or you're just one of these girls that is just after TikTok and that wants to carry designer bags and look for who to eat money from.
So when does it get to the level of, oh, I no longer want her? Well, not I no longer want her for her body, but, I want to actually explore.
Because when they start hearing the things, who you are, they start getting to know your real person. For example, when I'm talking to you, if I meet, for the first time I meet a girl, I always say this, the first time I saw my wife, it was the backside.
Okay.
It was the bosom, the blessings of the Lord in the back.
When she turned and walked through, I was like, come back, come first. Come. Wow, you didn't
My
tell
dear
me.
sister, where are you going? Why are you in a haste?
What?
What's he talking now?
Running away now. So that is always the first attraction. That's why he that find it. So you will find something you see. It's your eyes. You used to see something. Some guys like your eyes. They just like the way your eyes are. They like your hair. They just like your legs. Then when they start talking to you, that's when they know where to place you. Either they place you as a hookup girl or a wife.
Okay.
Do you understand? But when you're on the first day, they are saying, "Do you love me?" You they mad.
No, I agree that the girl was too forward to ask that sort of mumu question, because in my opinion, she looked so desperate.
Yeah.
But I also want to say this, that it goes vis-a-vis, right? That
right.
a woman sees a guy for the first time, and almost she's just looking at, who is this fine boy? Because he's too fine. I don't want to husband him because there will be too many mosquitoes chasing him. Let me just knock him and just taste what is this in the honeycomb and keep it pushing.
Let's hear from Manu.
I don't know. I feel like it's more complicated when not all girls, I feel like, would think like that. Some of them do. Some of them do. Yes.
Wait. Okay.
Or no, when you see a guy, you can be like, oh, he's very attractive. And then you could just leave it as that. It don't go to further like, oh, I want to have sex with him or something. Like, it doesn't. Sometimes it could just be at the basic level of,
it might not really be about
just think
having
he's attractive.
sex with him. It might be like,
or like, he has a nice body, or he has a nice smell, or something attractive about him. That's attracting you to him. But that still doesn't equate. I feel like in a girl's mind to, I want to sleep with him.
So that is where you get to know the values. What are this person's values? So, okay. I was telling you about when you meet as a guy, when you meet a girl, the first thing in your mind is, man, this girl is beautiful. If she allows, if she allows, the guy will hit.
Of course.
Thing. So it's now.
Some guys are easy.
That's why I said it's fair to say they're shallow-minded.
Well, no.
Well, you already said yes.
No,
so I don't worry. I take the
Did I say yes?
I take
it
you
back.
said yes.
You just said
the abundance of the
if
heart.
a girl says, "Oh, I want to see what you," they will be willing.
So does that mean you're shallow-minded?
Yes, now.
That means you're easy.
That's not
That
easy.
is shallow-minded.
It's a trophy for him.
How is it a trophy? For you to sleep with a girl, you are not sure of what her
It's
medical.
for him. He's conquered.
Conquered what? Conquered STD, STI.
I mean, Robert,
conquered spiritual and terrestrial power.
Well,
what if I'm possessed and I'm from the marine spirit and they told me to bring my husband and you not come and chase me? Baby, we're going to the waterland together.
Realistically, I'm telling you, this is how most guys think. But we have there are guys that, when they meet you, they don't want that. They just want to get to know you. But I'm telling you, 80% of guys, once they meet you, that's why even when you watch the movies, the guy takes you out on the first date and he's like, he's starting, and he drops you off and he's like, can I come in?
Can I come and have a drink?
Just come and have a drink.
A nightcap.
You understand? Exactly. So it's something that, it has to do with values, though. I would say.
I just feel like whether it's values,
Just be honest.
Whatever English people want to put it, because me, I'm not big on the grammar. I will just always say this. If you are a guy, you want to take a girl out, and the first thing in your mind is that, I understand that you look at the attraction, you are physically attracted to her, however, and the next thing in your mind is how you want to undress her and sleep with her. You are very irresponsible. You are you are not just irresponsible, you are very shallow, you are small-minded. Let me finish. Hold on. You are very small-minded.
No, I want to correct something.
That's fine. Hold on, you will. To think that you took this girl out and you want to spend your hard-earned money, and next thing is that you want to wear a condom to sleep with her. It simply means that, I mean, you deserve to
discipline.
Be. Thank you.
Thank you. Discipline at all, and that's very unattractive.
Let me correct something.
Say that again. Say that last word.
If you have if you're not sexually disciplined, then you very unattractive. Like it doesn't.
Okay. I don't know. But I guess people will determine that. Yeah. So what I wanted to correct is this. It might not be what is on the guy's mind, but if the opportunity arises, a good number of guys will take it.
That's what I'm saying. For you, she said something that's profound. If you cannot discipline yourself sexually, you are a boy. You're not a man. You still need to go back to school of manhood and learn how to control your prick. That's all. Your prick should not be thinking for you 90% of the time. Because guess what?
I agree.
Because the truth of the matter is,
I agree with you, but you are always saying, let's be realistic.
I'm realistic because guess what? At the end of the day, you would have traded a long-term relationship for a short-term relationship. My mom always used to tell me something, that at the end of the day, you need to be careful of the husbands that you have made them one night stands, or the wives that you have turned them into hookup girls, because you are so small and narrow-minded that all you were thinking about how you want to squeeze the breasts, and then you've forgotten that there's potential. And guess what? It might not just be in terms of relationship, it could be in terms of business. You could be talking to somebody and then you're like, damn it, man, you are into this. Oh, I have this contract. Before you know it, you've built another kind of relationship. That's why I said, I don't think you do that, CY.
No.
My point exactly.
No.
Because you're not a boy. You're not narrow-minded, neither are you small-minded.
Every man's first attraction is the woman's beauty. Is what they see. Then
their prick should not be the second line.
No. What that's why I said I made that correction.
Okay.
When a man sees a young lady, the first thing he sees is he sees beauty.
100%.
He sees maybe your curves, your breast, your face, whatever he admires.
And it's natural.
And then he talks to you. And then he's like, oh, can we go out on a date? And you guys sit down and you talk. And when he converses with you and finds out that, oh, this person is very, very intelligent, or also, depending on what you're looking for, she's spiritual, she loves God. Oh, I like the way she's talking. She's very business-minded. She's entrepreneurial. And then from there, okay, I think I can have a second date. Now, because sometimes it's the lady might, give what's the word? Kind of like lure him. And maybe he wanted to like hold, and she's like, okay, I want to come visit you.
When she lure him, how?
Oh, like, I want to come visit you. And she goes, and something happens.
Anu?
He's still indisciplined.
I feel like
he's still indisciplined.
Because y'all talk about reality, how often does that happen versus the other?
It happens.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying it doesn't happen. Like, some women are more forward and everything, which I guess,
that was the word I was looking for.
But I feel like that doesn't happen enough. That a woman I want to come over and expect nothing to happen type of thing. So I feel like if a woman invite herself over already, you already kind of know what's happening. So either you as a man should be like, no, or...
Yeah, so now the man, it depends on if the man is a disciplined person.
So if the fact that I decided to come over to see you at our talking stage, does that automatically depict that I want to sleep with you?
What a good segue to
Yes,
get into our
sure.
topic for today, ladies and gentlemen. She mentioned talking stage, and that's what we're talking about today. Anyway, talking stage, dating and relationship. I think it was in the early 2019, I started hearing talking stage. Before it was dating and so
And toasting.
Toasting, but I started hearing talking stage. What's talking stage? Then I got to know talking stage is more or less like you're dating.
in conversation.
Dating, right? Okay. Well, okay. Let me ask you, what's talking stage first? From your own understanding.
In my understanding, like the distinction between the three.
Talking
is,
stage, dating, yeah.
Yeah, talking stage is just like a conversation before y'all actually like set a date or something. Because I feel like once you go on a date, that's when y'all are dating.
Because in some people, their talking stage, they've spent their whole lifetime.
Right.
Yeah.
Like they've spent so much money for talking stage alone.
Yeah.
I saw a video of a guy complaining he said talking stage
It's more expensive.
is more expensive than even dating.
Yeah, but how would it be expensive if y'all not like dating, or what are y'all doing in a talking stage?
Because the girl is say, I need this.
Like, are y'all dating and that's why it's expensive? Because you taking her out,
So
y'all experience.
So that's what I'm saying. We don't even know what talking stage is again.
Yeah, I feel like talking stage is literally just a conversation.
For you.
It's literally just like maybe flirting and then before going out on a date or something. That's in my opinion.
So that's the toasting stage.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
toasting.
that's what I was.
So that's what I'm saying. So on toasting stage.
What's the next stage?
Yeah, some people
is
don't
dating.
even. Some people go to talking stage, then a situationship, and then that's the back and forth or something. But sometimes it don't go as smoothly as talking stage, dating, and then
Also, it's
relationship. Sometimes
talking stage straight to situationship.
sometimes it happens
then
like
marriage.
that. No,
It doesn't
sometimes
go-
it goes back. It doesn't
just
go
goes
further
like
than the
this.
situationship.
It goes this way.
Go.
So, do you think talking stage is a Gen Z thing?
Yes,
Because for me, I'm a
millennial.
Millennial,
yes.
yeah, I am.
I'm a millennial, so I'm more of a.
See how
the
they have
dating-
talking stages or like what?
I mean, it was dating.
Once
more
them,
of-
Toasting.
once they toast you, either through phone or the pen
you
pal,
say
you
yes,
say yes or no.
And then y'all start dating.
Yeah.
Or
Yes.
y'all get in a relationship.
We just
We
go
don't
into a
date, and if you
relationship.
break up. If you don't break up, you marry. It was not
So
that
when does
complicated.
it come from dating to a relationship?
No, we
They
just go
just
straight
toast
into
you
a
now,
relationship.
straight. Just go straight to relationship.
He said,
So they'll toast you, baby. Before we say having cell phones and all that stuff, they will send you message. You give to your younger sister, your younger brother to go and give to that girl.
Then she replies.
She now
the message,
replies back.
You know.
Yes or no, you go meet in under the mango tree.
And the letter goes the way you write the letter.
Yes.
You say, you write ditto.
Yes.
Ditto. Then you write, I pick up my pen from
My
the
basket of love. Who you telling? Okay. I'm not saying that was a serious thing though. No, I'm telling you that.
And you write this long, beautiful letter and
With
send
rhymes.
it with rhymes.
Oh, so y'all write love. That's sweet.
Wow.
That's so sweet. Love letters.
Just in that time, your head will not be telling you that if he said someone else said, oh God, if love is
You
a
are the
crime,
egg.
I don't want to. If love is a crime, I'd rather be a criminal. Bro. Now it's cliche, but then it was the shizzle.
Wow.
It was the
We will
shizzle.
we will write lyrics of a song, a love song.
Yep.
One of these love songs, Tony Braxton will take one of them and we'll write it on the letter and then send it to
Send
the
it
person.
with
And the
hearts.
person will return it, will reply.
See,
and
I was
then
just going back and pen pals.
Not really pen
We know,
pals.
but that's toasting. That's crepe toasting.
Yes.
Then when situation presents itself that you now finally, maybe your mother is not around, the father, you now finally meet under the mango tree behind your neighbor's house, then you cannot really come so close because the letter has entered your system. When you see each other, it's like,
Creamy, you remember, you will now walk the person to the person's house. The person will walk you back to your house, and you walk the person back again. And you will just be walking yourself back.
My God.
I was just like in love.
Say good old days.
Wow.
So you see this talking stage.
I don't understand.
I don't understand.
It's confusing me.
Talking stage, now you buy ice cream. Talking stage, you are buying iPhone. Talking stage,
Netflix and chill.
And your and we've not even gone into the relationship.
Mm-hmm. So when do we go to the relationship? How long is the talking stage?
How long do you think the talking stage should be?
Personally, I don't really believe in talking stages because you could talk with anybody. You could have a conversation with anybody. Personally,
so have you been in a situation where you had like a talking stage and then like a relationship that
No, I don't consider I don't think of anything as a talking stage until we, I guess, start dating. That's when I would take it serious. But outside of that,
so you're
talking stages,
you're just vibing. Okay,
I was just like vibing. I was just like,
these people.
It's whatever or something like no, I wouldn't take it serious unless we actually start
So
dating.
what would you consider dating? Like, what is dating for you? Is it when the guy takes you to a restaurant or?
Yeah, ask you out, take you somewhere. I guess most of the time it is a restaurant, but it could be an activity or it could be.
Yeah, because I saw a video of a lady who said she actually walked out of a date that she went to, that the guy took her to is it Red Lobster? One of these.
Oh, probably like Cheesecake Factory.
Cheesecake Factory.
Yeah. I think I've seen
and
that.
she was like, how could he take me to? I'm like, but
what's wrong with Cheesecake Factory?
I guess it depends on the person you are. Some people don't like Cheesecake Factory, or if you don't like it. Some people don't like seafood, so why would you take them to a seafood place or something?
So if okay. Sorry to cut you short, CY. Mm-hmm. So for you, from your own perspective, what's your ideal date like?
Like first date?
Mm-hmm.
I guess sometimes it's 50-50. Sometimes it's just dinner and just talking, and sometimes it's an activity. I went to not recently, but it was a race car F1 driving type of place.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, so that's an activity, and then you grab some food afterwards or in the establishment and stuff like that. So
then sit down and talk.
Yeah, sometimes doing the activity is better because it's not as serious. It's not like an interview where you at dinner. Sometimes it could.
Also, whilst you guys were driving, you were talking?
Yeah, you could talk, you could laugh, and then you could just just a little bit more.
Yeah, I like to settle down and talk with you.
I know what I'm doing.
Yeah,
we know where we're going.
Sometimes you gotta break the ice with a activity or something.
Hey, when we finish the activity, we come and sit down.
Yeah. Then you sit down and grab something to eat and everything. Then you talk.
We are playing this.
Oh no, you're not talking about anything serious. You probably just asking, "Oh, how are you? How's your day?" type of thing, small
so
conversation.
when does a serious conversation come in?
After the activity, when you sit down and talk and eat and stuff. So yeah.
So if when do you think a guy should say, "Oh, I think I like you"? Should it be on the first date, second date, third date?
I feel usually by the first or third date, you should be you probably are interested in someone, but I don't know. I don't think there's a timeline of when, you should say, "Oh, I like you," but you should drag it on to 3 months. Cause if I'm still confused on if you like me or not in 3 months, then it's just like,
what are we doing?
Oh, so
yeah, what is
like,
happening?
In like a month, we should be able to figure this thing out.
Yeah, like if y'all you don't have to like talk every day, especially if you just met or something. But if y'all in like constant communication and y'all seeing each other like 2 to 4 times in a month, then you should know if you like this person. Sometimes on the first day, you're just like, oh, I don't like this person. Either I want to be friends or I don't want to speak to this person again. I feel like you could know that after the first date also. But sometimes it could creep up on like the 5th day and you just like, oh, I got to know this person now and I don't like this person or we don't align and now we want to like cut it off or something. So that's how I'm saying like it varies. Sometimes you can know instantly just by like looking at someone, like you mentioned, like physically or physical attraction
And
or like, once. Yeah. Yeah.
The way she said it, she does not want all you poor belly sass. Go to the gym. She's not interested.
Or is it 4-3?
You see, you'll go there it. One question for you.
4-3.
One question for you, Anu. What do you think about a guy who takes you on a date and then decides that you guys need to split the bill?
To split the bill?
What do you think?
She said, to split the bill.
I never had that experience, but people, that is a conversation that people do have.
Do you think it's ideal?
No. For me, no.
Really?
No.
I mean,
this is first.
Like, not like if I want to pay for something, I'll just pay for it or something, but I'm not going to go out and split a bill or something. Like,
I mean, I'm an African man. I'm a typical Nigerian man, so I want to pay for all the bills when I take you out. I don't believe in all that 50-50 crap, except maybe a situation where maybe there are times.
Like if it's a birthday, if it's like a celebration,
apart from that,
then
there are situations
I
where you have issues with your bank card or something happens. Situations could happen.
What kind of situation I did not prepare for? Before taking that girl out.
So there was something. I was listening to the radio and a story came up of a guy who took a girl out. The guy is wadded up. He's rich. He has money. In fact, I think the girl said the guy picked her up with a
limo.
No. What's his car? A Ferrari.
Okay.
Picked her up with a Ferrari. So when they went on the date, they went this fancy restaurant and it was very nice. So they came back and like, oh, sir, the card, and it was an American Express card. It was jamming. Oh, what's going on? And the guy called his bank. He was like, excuse me, please. He called the bank and they were like, oh, sorry that there were some, activities.
And they blocked the card.
They blocked the card that it's going to take them.
XYZ days.
So he came out and like, okay, I might have to, call. The girl was like, okay, let me take care of this.
And that was his only card? That was his only card?
You took that out of my mouth, boo.
So guess what? The girl, just hear the story. The girl said, you know what? Let me pay for this. And immediately, I think it was like that night, the guy reimbursed her.
Okay.
Sent the money back and sent a gift along with the money.
Okay.
So I'm just saying, there are rare situations like that.
I know,
also,
but even
go ahead.
in like that situation, like I could see if we're like in a relationship and that does happen, like even to not reimburse someone, I think it's okay. Like it's not a like reoccurring thing or something like that. If it happens once in a while,
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Like, it's not a big of a deal, but to split the bill, that's just like.
But on a
we might as
first
well
date,
be friends.
You're taking a girl out on a first date. You saw this girl, whether you physically was attracted to her or whatever the case may be, and you called her. You told her you're taking her out. You came to pick her up. You drove her to the restaurant. You book the place. Everything has to do with you. Why do you think it's okay to just plan for only one card? Because life can happen. How about cash? How about, so you only have one Amex card?
I think.
What happens to your other debit cards?
I don't know, but I think
it simply means you're not ready. See, that's why I'm saying that there are boys and there are girls.
So I think the guy was, when you're overconfident about, this thing, and he probably dropped the other ones and said, okay, this card, nothing.
That's why forever and ever, women will always be smarter than men.
Yeah,
100%.
If you have like two cards in your account.
No.
Women.
Let me put it on.
I don't like
it when. Let me put it on the poll. Don't worry. Maybe we ask Google.
I don't like it when people make blanket statement like that.
No, let me tell you why I say women will always be smarter than men. Let me tell you why. The way we are configured, a woman has a backup plan for every single thing in this world.
You can say that women are very good support system.
Why we support it? No, I'm telling you for a fact. See, if
you can't tell me
correct me if I'm wrong.
Smarter than,
if a guy is taking you out,
you can't tell me women are smarter than men.
Majority of the women are smarter than the majority of the men. If a guy is taking me out,
I still will have my card on me.
We'll always have a backup plan.
Even though I know, but 99% of the time I won't be paying, but I still will have my card. Your card on me. Yeah.
But he had his card. Something just went wrong.
Actually, surprisingly, in this day and age, people don't have cards. They just have their phones and stuff.
Or Samsung Pay.
You have your phone.
So, but in that situation, maybe it was this old, this old school guys that don't do all that.
I would say one time after the dinner and everything, we was in a parking garage and he was taking me home, but because his card was on his phone and you underground and there's no connection in it, and I had my physical card on me all the time, I just paid the $20 to get out the but it still goes back to her point. Why, as a person, are you not like carrying around your card? Like you,
guess what?
Do you have to? You have to carry around your ID.
It doesn't mean you're smarter.
Yeah, you still have to carry around your ID, though.
That doesn't mean you're smarter.
So why not carry around your card?
That doesn't mean you're smarter than the opposite sex.
Majority of the women are smarter than majority of the men.
Y'all just don't.
Doesn't make it better.
Or y'all just don't think about when things could go wrong.
Thank you.
Or y'all just don't prepare well. So, I would say, or maybe.
I guess we just have this plan where we like, okay, we have this one figured out. Let's go.
That's a woman will always, for everything in life.
Not all women though.
Yeah,
okay,
not all
majority of the women, if that makes you sleep better at night.
Not all women. Because
majority of the women.
I can tell you there are 80% of the... I know some very disorganized women.
80%
This is not
of
the
women in the world. 80% of the women in the world will always have a backup plan for everything.
Well, it depends on what they are backing up for.
That's why I said for everything. Now let's start. Should we take it one point at a time?
Like what?
Because for if we talk about even marriage, we have a backup plan if the man decides to walk out.
Oh.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, take it to the gutter. We have a backup plan.
I hear you.
In terms of school fees, if the man is not able to come up with the school fees, we have a backup plan. In terms of work, it's very rare to see a woman. I'm not saying they're not there. It's rare to find a woman that only sticks to her career. She has another source of income. She's thinking about something. It's rare. Like, we always have a backup plan for everything. For everything and anything. 80% of women. Let me not say every woman. So this is
how I usually answer this kind of question. I always say, I don't use blanket statements.
Okay.
Because it depends on... It's just like when people say things like, black people are... Black African Americans are this. I'm like, or they're always getting in trouble and all those kind of statements, or Nigerians are
always late.
419.
They are like Yahoo boys and all that, or they say things like all white people are racist. I'm like, I don't make those kind of statements.
That's why I say 80% of the.
So what I say is, it depends on the individual.
Situation.
It's a situation, the individual. I wouldn't even put a percentage to it.
I will put a percentage to it.
Okay.
See what?
Do you have statistics to prove that?
I just gave you 80% of women. We have backup plans for everything.
Is the statistics?
Because let me tell you something.
Is there a proof
Google
to that?
it now. Google, say, David, the last one we
there
argued,
a
we
proof
still,
to
we
that?
see. Google it. Let's if we take it back to the Bible. When we'll go back to the
Is
Bible.
there a proof to that?
Google it now. See now
Anyway.
you're using Samsung. Now Google it. I'll show you my
Oh
iPhone.
my God! Well, our time is almost out. We've not even dealt with this stuff. But anyway, let's still talk about. I wanted to ask one question about expectations in relationship, because these days we hear people. There's a lot of complaint about relationship. Oh, he's not he's not available. He's not this. He's not
Emotionally
he's
available.
not emotionally available. He's disconnected. And there's a lot of expectation. Do you think the expectation should come in the relationship or in the marriage?
If you're dating to get married, then yes, it should come in the dating.
Because
portion
sometimes
also.
the relationship even sounds, the way people make it look like, it's like, it sounds like marriage already.
Yeah, I mean, there is like some clear distinctions of, being married and, dating and stuff. Like you can't be expecting a person, I guess, sharing locations or being with that person every single day, or, certain things are like, it's not necessary for like a relationship. Some people still do it and, that's their relationship, but I don't.
So
I
what
personally don't
would
think
be
it's
your
necessary.
expectation in a relationship? Like a typical relationship you're in, what would be your expectation?
To transfer it to the next level.
I feel like the basic things like communication, consistency, being reliable, trusting the person, being honest, loyalty, like those things you could see like in the dating or in the relationship stage to see if it will transfer over into like the marriage. Because if the person could be, I guess, loyal to you, or you could trust them while you're in a relationship and while you're dating, then, you'll assume you could do that also while you're married. So...
Fair enough.
Can I give us a real life situation story, and then you guys can tell me, because the person is actually watching. It's about, of course, two people, single people. They were young at the time. They're like one was like 19, then it was like 21. And then they started dating. They moved from the talking stage to the next stage. I don't need to understand it. Long story cut short, the lady gets pregnant and she has a son. 10 years down the line, they're still dating.
Okay.
Wow. Even when with the baby? So the child is like 10 years.
So do you think it can take a man 10 years to know if he wants to... If he wants to settle down, or...
I don't know why people always run to the man when it comes to marriage. It's like, oh, no. The woman actually controls the whole thing. If a woman wants to get married, I mean, she will get married if she... Okay, like in this case now, why is she still hanging?
Yeah.
I mean, she's watching. I don't know.
Why are you still waiting for this guy? I'm sure some other men would have, come around to say, oh, look, what's up?
Some men like
and
baby
she's still
mamas.
waiting for this guy.
They're living together.
I mean, they could live separately. They could get their own place.
So she enjoys it. She
yeah, and I think that's where it blurs the line of when you the difference between like a relationship and marriage. Like their relationship seems like a marriage at this point.
That's what I was saying.
Like technically,
earlier.
if they've been together for 10 years,
For 10
I guess
years.
legally
I'm
in
sure
the
that
US,
10 years they've been living
they're
together.
basically...
And the parents know.
They have the grandchild.
they even drop the grandchild.
And the parents allow
They are
it.
very much aware.
And they allow this.
But even in the US, like after
that's
10
crazy,
years,
man.
then basically y'all legally
That's
technically
crazy.
married or something.
That's
And she reached out to
man.
me and said that she gave him an ultimatum that if by XYZ time,
whatever,
he doesn't propose.
Is she going to propose to him or something? Because
she's going to leave, and that was 2 years ago.
You know, see, the mistake a lot of young ladies make, they think they can make this man do what he wants.
Yeah, but you just said that women are in control of when they want to get married. So how would she be in control? And she gave him the ultimatum, and now he's 2 weeks late.
The control is why you're still there.
Right.
Why?
Whoever you are, you should leave.
She said, because of her son, she doesn't want her son to be raised without a dad.
Well, either she'll just have to pick and choose. Either her son will be raised without a dad, or she'll be left without a husband. So whichever one is more important to her.
Anonymous. I can buy more food stuff for you, so you stay there. I can buy house properties for you. You know, so you be very comfortable and stay there. Because at the end of the day, when you finish, that guy will go and find another person
and marry that person.
A story before, because we're going to round up very soon. This one, he was a pastor. The story was told by one of my mentors. He's a pastor. He said it was one of his friend who was a pastor, were in their hometown dating this girl, and this girl will cook and take to his house whenever he's going to work. The girl is going to work. She'll pass through his house, drop food, and go to work. When she's coming back, she'll go make the guy, like, this guy is my guy and everything. So this guy now got a job in Lagos and moved to Lagos. Oh. When he moved to Lagos,
God. I'm having an attack already.
Met this other young lady who was, working class.
Oh God.
And this guy now wrote this girl a letter and apologized and said,
God.
And they had already spent they'd already spent I think maybe 15 years.
15 years.
Yes. Because the guy was like, let me make it. When I make it, I'll come back. And so he wrote her a letter and I'm sorry.
Baby, I'm sorry. For wasting your time.
Please calculate how much you have spent.
So that I can reimburse you.
Honestly, I reimburse you.
I feel like after 2 to 3 years, you need to let it go.
And the girl said that she read the letter, she collapsed.
Yeah.
See, so I just want to say this to ladies. And honestly speaking, I'm not even trying to be mean or trying to sound like a broken record. Stupidity and idiocy is when you give a man that you're not married to the privileges of a wife. You're not obligated to cook for him, to wash his clothes and making him. You're not obligated to do all those things. Sweetie, you are supposed to be pampered and taken care of at this stocking stage.
She has turned to Molly cleaner.
Do you understand? You now go, you now clean. Then they'll now tell you that all things are passed away because the next Gen Z's at the back. And you should pass away with
and there's nothing you can do.
And there's nothing you can do.
Nothing. You just swear, and the swear will not
catch the guy.
Ogun will kill him.
Ogun is not going to kill him. Baby, because you broke up with him does not mean that thunder will strike him. Thunder is not going to strike him. Nothing.
You know how many swear they are swear for us?
He will live long and live well. He will live long and he will live well. Somebody told me something recently and she was like, Creamy, honestly, for those of you that have male children, you need to train your boys very well.
Yep.
They need to grow with the mindset of being caretakers, not being scavengers. What they call it?
I always say this. There's always a saying, let us train the female child. I'm like, no, let's train the male child because it's the male child that will now go and meet the female child
and either spoil or make
and mess up the female child. So it's the male child we should be focusing on, not the female child. So because the female child is really protected, but the male child, just go and do your thing. They are the ones that they are supposed to pay attention to. Anyway, so we have to run because our time is up. Thank you very much, Anu, for coming. Thank you for your insightful contribution.
My bad.
You want to say something? Okay.
My bad.
Yeah.
Anu, maybe you are single.
Yes. Oh, sorry. I was too fast.
Maybe you are single.
Yeah.
Are you searching?
Are you searching? Are you dating? Are you talking stage? Or moving
Are you
forward stage?
dating?
No talking stage.
So,
But you're dating.
are you dating?
He's watching. You better be careful. You better be careful of what you are saying.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm dating.
Okay.
Oh,
So
okay.
you are not in the single market. You're not in the market.
No, I'm not in a relationship.
But you are.
You see,
I don't get it. I don't get it.
I don't understand this.
Let me just
Bro.
I don't understand this.
Who hear me? No. Conviction. Left, right, and center.
I want to
I'm not dating. I'm single.
I'm tired. So
No. In a relationship is when you're like exclusive and you're the boyfriend girlfriend type of thing.
so
Dating
you're not
is just when you're like dating, I guess.
see, Koyemi.
Koyemi.
I can't
There
see.
you see.
In my language, you say, get me. Like my head is full.
I don't get it.
See, we'll have a part two. We need to talk about.
No, because if you go on one date with someone, you're not in a relationship.
Okay, so how many dates have you been to now? How many dates?
One.
Okay. Oh, it's just one.
So you're dating. So that's the you are
So-
dating.
Yeah.
you're
So
dating.
it's not like,
Oh, okay.
so you're not in a relationship with this person.
Viewers, please tell us your own opinion on this matter of
Enlighten us.
talking stage, dating, and we want, because this Gen Z and Gen X
us.
and Gen Alpha, we don't understand you guys again. I mean, personally. So you guys let us know in the comment section and send us an email. Just what you think, because Creamy, as her head is hot now.
It's all gonna fairy. I don't get it.
Thank you very much, Anu, for coming, for confusing us the more on this matter. But we understand you.
Yes.
We are not disputing whatever you have going on in your life right now. But
Thank you for having me.
We'd like to say that it's been a wonderful conversation.
Yes.
And I hope you've gotten something out of this, because it's all about informing and educating our viewers. So please feel free, subscribe, comment, like, share, and also send us an email. We're expecting your email so that we can, get
Talk
to know
about
you. And thank you very much for the views and everything you're doing. And to our producer, thank you. Creamy, any last word?
Yes, and for those of you who have sent in your stories and suggestions, we'll take them from next week moving forward.
Yep.
We have a lot of emails. We're not ignoring that. We'll take care of that next week. And I want to especially say thank you. Her handle will be on the screen. And just so you know, CY has a show coming up.
Yes.
Ooh.
Yes, I have a show coming up on the 29th of August. It's called the Crow Plus Comedy Festival. It's, one of its kind in the DMV. We're having Shay Brown from LA, MCPC from Houston, Kofi's coming in from Texas, LeBoy, Cameroonian guy in the DMV, Quadri Yusuf, one of the finest, youngest Nigerian comedian in the DMV, doing great. And of course, I am the producer of the show. It's powered by Crow Plus streaming. It's a streaming platform, just like Netflix. So now, the ticket is like $50, but the first 100 people to subscribe to the Crow Plus platform for $4.99 get to watch free.
Yep.
Just $4 and subscribe, download and subscribe. And with your proof, you watch for free.
And
straight up.
make sure that you share with your friends and family. Also, I just want to say this. So we're entering into the next month. That is my birthday.
Oh, birthday.
Yes.
Oh, your birthday is coming. Oh my God.
And please, ladies and gentlemen, I take gift in form of cash, Hansel, WhatsApp, I take Venmo, I take,
yeah, you get physical.
If you bring me flower, I use it to flog you. I don't take flowers.
We need flowers that we can cook. Like ugu.
I dash you. I don't want it. Thank you.
Yeah. And the venue of the show is Bowie Center for the Performing Arts. More details will be coming up.
Yes.
So guys, thank you very much. You're going to be, Tosin will be back next week and then we continue with our conversation. Thank you very much. Thank you. See you next week. Au revoir.
Bye.
Bye.